And welcome to Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course in Lexington, Ohio. Coverage of the American Le Mans Series here on Speed. Today, the Grand Prix of Mid-Ohio. It's the Audi, the #1 car, Biela and Pirro off that third consecutive Le Mans win 2 weeks ago, 109.5 miles an hour, put car #1 on the pole. In the 675s, we talked about John and Clint Field. They're nearby Dublin, Ohio natives. That's the Banana Joe's Lola at 106.1 miles an hour. GTS, the pole sitter there. Of course, the Corvette, the 3-car. Ron Fellows and Johnny O'Connell, as Ronnie told us, undefeated so far this year. And a great battle for the pole in GT. GT pretty much the bailiwick of the Porsches at this point. But it was a good inter-squad battle. One of the Alex Job cars, Sasha Massa and Lucas Luhr on the pole at 94.6 miles an hour.
There's the lead. Now it's going to funnel down here into a fairly hard right-hand corner. Look at the paint. It's going to drive up the inside.
Making the lead. The field is able to stay out in front. Magnussen's car in second spot. The champion car, the white Audi, is third. Johnny Herbert there.
Boy, Herbert with a great start. I think wisely, Capello has decided to take it easy.
Herbert starting the other pairs. The 51 car, he settles down in the front spot. John Field has moved to fifth meantime. Round number 2.
Yeah, I would miss it. Not to try and get too brave too early, because we have seen him make a number of mistakes, which it's very uncharacteristic of the Audi team. They seem to run such great precision. Capello hasn't followed it.
Carousel now straight away here in Mid-Ohio. Now the finish line is right here. You'll see the finish area that used to be used to go to the initial. Now the start of the race is on the backstretch.
There are those 2 yellow Corvettes. But look what a battle this is. That is a Celine.
And then the Ferrari.
And Terry Borcheller in the Celine, and that is the Olive Garden Ferrari. Boy, they have become one of our favorites. It's got to be the best sounding car in this track. And the 675s are out backwards.
That's the Nighthawk car. The interesting story of the 675s. The Nighthawk team, that is the car they ran a year ago.
Their MG car was damaged, and they wanted to try and get the car out, keep it running, so they could pick up these valuable points.
Here comes the number 31 Porsche that Peterson entered. John Rolo, young veteran in that car. Cars, third and fourth. So the Alex Job team in the factory got their hands full.
Yeah, I wonder really what's going on right now. You can see the 2 Job cars are running almost in formation right behind. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 in class right away. I wonder if Job is playing this is a race where, because of the length and the type of track, they can do it on a single fuel stop. Yeah. So maybe they're going to plan on just not taking any chances of
spin and into the gravel. So Peter Barron, who already put that car into the wall once this morning, and that has gone into the dirt.
Yeah, that'll definitely be a pace car coming out for sure. They can't risk leaving that car there, because should somebody else spin off, they can almost T-bone him right where he's sitting.
Peter Barron has stuffed that car in the kitty litter. Look at this.
Yeah,
tail
he
happy.
Got way too hot into that corner. Look, that's remarkable.
Green flag in the air after the Peter Barron spin. That the car's been removed to pit road. The work is going on. Trying to track down Biela in car #1. Take a look back, looking for the Audi #2. If you watch Biela just pull away now. You remember the last time we checked in on the battle up front, Biela, Brabham, and Johnny Herbert were pretty much nose to tail. Now Biela has scooted away and gained a lot of ground. There's your second place car, Brabham. There's Herbert. Viper moves out of the way.
And there he is. He did get by. Now Herta, I think, has dropped by quite a bit.
It's Capello and the Audi there. He is up to 4th. And we'll see now as we look back up the front, the what they call the backstretch actually here in Ohio, coming out of the keyhole area. Look at the gap back to Brian Herta.
Well, this is unscheduled. Let's look at Let's head into the cockpit with Terry Borcheller trying to get a word with it. Something in the driveline. They may have broken a drive shaft, maybe something in the gearbox, but Terry said there's a problem back here. He had to bring it in. They topped up with fuel, but now I see the tail going back on. But there's obviously consternation here on the crew's faces. Something is wrong with this Celine.
Yeah, the 37 car, which has been leading the 675 category, has come in. It has just fueled up, but now they can't fire the car up. Certainly the fastest car in the 675 class is the number 37. He's got a problem.
Now, with John Field taking the number 37 Banana Joe's car behind the wall, here's your new leader in the 675 category. This is the Archangel Lola with the Diamond Millington motor. Ben Devlin out of England steering this car. Now look at this. Buckler has gotten around the other Alex Joe car, so he's second in GT. He wants to get by Barron, make it one, I think, very quickly.
Well, the 23 car has slowed down. There's nothing wrong with the car other than the fact the windshield looks completely covered in oil. Sasha Masson radioed in. He said, I can't see the team, so just hang in there, keep the pace as strong as you can, and we'll get it sorted, and we'll have a strong second run when Lucas gets in.
So we need a pit stop to straighten things out, and you can tell just how dirty those windshields are in the two Alex Job cars as they come by. Look at
Yeah, you can't see a thing out of that. This is just terrifying. I used to hate stuff like this.
Johnny Herbert, meantime, has gotten by David Bradley in the second spot. So Vilas lead 10.9 seconds now over Herbert. Brabham another 3 seconds back. Here comes your second place car, the ADT champion Audi.
Pit stop for car number 1 is occurring right now. Frank Wheeler is handing over to Emanuele Pirro. They are definitely going to change all 4 Michelins, so a very different strategy here compared with Panos.
Johnny Herbert brings the 38 car, running second on the pit road.
And this is the same strategy as Panos, and this could give Johnny Herbert the leg up on Frank Wheeler. It's going to be interesting to see with fuel only whether they can get the camera out of the way here. Johnny's going to be you got to watch it. But Johnny may take the lead here or take position away from Frank Wheeler.
Yes, the 2 car is in, and little Dindo Capello jumps out, throws his seat at the mechanic. And of course now we've got a full course yellow, and this just could play into their hands.
That's because the 18 car has stopped on the racetrack. One of the 2 MBD team cars in the 900 category. Didier Duranic and Johnny Herbert has spun the ADT champion car. Here comes Herbert inside one of the 42 car clipped him. The 42 car, one of the Orbit Porsches, clipped Johnny Herbert, and that's that traffic that Frank Wheeler was talking about.
That is it. That's exactly what we made a reference to earlier. Coming over the crest of the hill, the driver is on his way down the other side. He looks in his mirror and sees it's all clear.
Jay Policastro is driving the 42 car. Meantime, the Panos team coming back to pit road.
David is out. That's Jan Magnussen getting in that car.
The 50 car. This is the 51. And the 4 with Kelly Collins getting spun around by Herta. Herta's going to be brought to pit road for a stop and go penalty.
And I think he already may have a penalty because he lost one of those winglets we see on the front end. I saw one break off when he hit the back of the Corvette, so that's going to be a big. In fact, you can see it. It's clean.
We're back in the air. Back in the air on lap 57 here.
And now it should be fun too. We get to watch Jan Magnussen fight his way through a little bit of traffic. And you know he wants to get up and play with the Audis.
Magnussen restarting in 4th spot. It's Pirro in the 1, Christensen in the 2 of the 2 factory Audis. Running third, although he's got a pace down Magnussen. One in GT meantime, the 31 car started by Johnny Herbert. Randy Popes is at the throttle right behind him, very close. Lucas Luhr in the 23 car, not even half a second again.
What a great battle. You see Lucas
James Weaver behind.
Lucas, I think he's such an excellent young driver. He's really great. He's great concentration, very nice car control.
On the team car, the second Alex Jones car with Jörg Bergmeister, he's back in 5th in GT. They've had a problem.
Panos just went through 1, David.
Lost considerable ground. There's Zacharias in the Buckle car. 3rd time today, full course yellow. Pirro, your leader, but the leading car in the 675 category, the Archangel Lola, has gone through the gravel into the tire barrier. Let's take a look at what happens here to Arsenault. Gets to the corner, locks up the brakes, and goes straight off.
You know what? I think he just simply got a little bit offline. You saw him on the grade, the very outside edge of the track, and he didn't have enough traction to keep the wheels rotating.
Well, Emanuele Pirro has brought his car in, and amazingly, Tom Christensen has not. So a little different strategy playing out here. It should be fuel only. You haven't had many laps on these tires, so Pirro's just trying to clear.
Yes, well, Jan Magnussen's down here sitting impassively behind the wheel of his Panos, and new tyres are, of course, going to go on this time. And here the wheel guns going. Those tyres come off. A fresh set of Michelin's going on.
Less than 45 minutes to go, and Bill will change. And as the green flag was coming out, I think Emanuele Pirro was just asleep with the switch on the green flag.
That was the most bizarre thing I've ever watched. He's fixing his gloves, he's playing with different gauges and moving things around. Totally forgot that the race is about to restart and got blown by when the green flag fell, including one of the Corvettes even got by.
Tom Christensen in the 2 car is your new leader. Jan Magnussen has moved to 2nd now, and Pirro is 3rd. And look at this, he is stuck in traffic. Here he is on the inside of the Panos. The Corvette got by him too.
Yeah, it's just very casual, not paying any sort of attention. You see the other Corvette almost comes up and just rear ends him. He's still not on the throttle.
And you can hear he's not up to full cry at all. There goes the Corvette.
And look at the helmet movement. He's kind of looking around, just
saying, what's going on?
Well, I was very surprised, Dendo, that Tom didn't pit there under yellow. Was that a mistake communication-wise, or are you playing a different strategy, trying to make a gap here?
No. We had to pit. I think the problem was that he wanted to wait the next lap, but unfortunately the pace car reached off the light, and I think Tom wanted avoid to pit together with the other car just to avoid the confusion.
They went back green before you expected, and hence he had to go. So last year you had the fastest car here again, and a little bit of a faux pas in the pit lane, and faster the pace car right there cost you the victory. I mean, unless things change around here, could look the same way for you again.
Now we have to hope in another yellow, because if not, I think we are not in a very good position.
Now a GT. This has been the dogfight of the day. The 31 car with Randy Pope continues to lead. Lucas Luhr these cars have been nose to tail for most of the afternoon.
That's a good battle for both of them. They will both get out of this having thoroughly enjoyed their day. On the first,
Lucas to the inside. Contact. Randy Pope gets spun by Lucas Luhr.
I touched him. I need to come into the pit.
Damage to the Lucas Luhr car.
Copy
He's
that.
got a broken
Everybody get
tire
ready.
on the left front
23
wheels
car.
wiggling.
Up.
And he
I'm in the
stops.
gravel.
watch the replay. You're going to watch Lucas try and dive up the inside, and right there he thinks he's got it. You know, that's questionable. I'm not sure. He was so far alongside.
Now this is for the lead. 3 cars nose to tail. Mike Fitzgerald is in the 79. He is the leader. BJ Zacharias in the blue car in second spot. You're on board with Zacharias in the Racers Group 66. Third belongs to the other Alex Jones car. Meantime, that should be the 22 of Eric Bergmeister. Full course caution once again.
That's right. And now what this brings us to is the thing that Audi was praying for. They said they needed a full course caution.
And under caution, Tom Christensen again did not pit. Christensen at the head of the field. Calvin Fish, pit road's got to be open. He didn't bring the car in. What's going on?
I tell you, I am just amazed. I just went up to ET, who's their engineer, and looked at Dendo, and they're like laughing at me. I said, there's no way you guys can go the rest of the way on fuel. And they like put their fingers together and had a very small gap, saying it's that close. The amount of yellow laps that they've had, they think they may be able to stretch it, but that just boggles my mind, Bill.
Magnussen just 5 seconds behind when they came to the line. They were 25 seconds before the caution. Field able to stay with Christensen. Here comes Magnussen in the Panos, sitting second. 37 is not second. He's got by Magnussen. So that could be what the Audi team wants to see. Now they've got some cushion there.
And now what's it?
Is there a problem?
Well, I'm trying to look at
Magnussen's got some damage there.
it. Okay, this is after the restart. Now look at Magnussen. Pirro guessed right, Magnussen guessed wrong. That fast he got by. Pirro looking over, he can't quite believe it.
Johnny Herbert off the racetrack. Now, Stefan Johansson had gotten into the 38. I think Herbert had gotten back in the car. They just stopped on that last caution. It's like a spin for the 38.
Yeah, I think that's a spin, and that's the corner right at the end of the straight, so Johnny might have carried it in a little bit deep.
In GT, Kevin Buckler's Racers Group squad, Sonoma, California. They're in command. Bill, this is a great story of BJ Zacharias. His first American Le Mans start. He's sharing the car with Buckler today. His first race here, they're in the lead.
Yeah, I think about the only thing they've done wrong this whole race is that maybe they didn't clean the windshield up, because that still looks terrible.
David Buckler, of course, the 24-hour wins at Daytona and Le Mans this year. They may be on their way for another victory in the sprint race. The Alex Jones team is a stable of 4 factory Porsche drivers. They've had problems. They can't get the job done, it appears, today. Second Alex Jones car with Bjorn Bergmeister, 4.5 seconds. He took a second out of the lead. Here he comes up the short straightaway. That's the McKenna Porsche right behind the two car.
He is picking up time, and I think he's got a lot better windshield to see through right now, too. Look at that, using up all the
Really?
track. Yeah, he's really trying hard right now.
Olive Garden Ferrari, Manuel and Espetti, they've had their problems today, and he's going to dive to the end of pit road. Apparently
no.
deciding he can't go any further. This is the 550 and some fire in the car, evidently.
I think it's probably just shutting the engine off. A little bit of fuel left in the pipe.
Christensen leading. Does he have enough fuel? Last trip around this 2.25-mile racetrack.
Boy, he'd be watching every single thing that's happening on that gauge.
Here comes Pirro. I think Christensen slowed down quite a bit. I think he's out of fuel.
gas.
Christensen is out of fuel on the final lap. Picks up a little splash. Back on the button. But Pirro is going to take
pass
the
him.
lead.
He will pass it. for
Look
sure.
at this. Last lap. Christensen back on the gas. The car is apparently stuttering.
Yeah, he's getting little spurts of fuel, and that's all. Every once in a while, a fuel pump. Look at him waving the car back and forth.
On the last lap, they are short by a whisker, and Pirro goes by.
I think he'll finish. He probably has enough momentum to coast onto the front straight, but who knows? Maybe even Magnussen can catch him.
Emanuele Pirro will take the lead in the final couple of turns and come to the stripe. And Pirro, in car number 1, is your winner.
Yes.
Mid-Ohio. The red-trimmed Audi off that great Le Mans win 2 weeks ago. Steals one here from his teammate Christensen. And Christensen just makes it to get credit for second spot.
Oh, boy.
And it doesn't look as though that car will go any further.
What a last lap. I mean, what were the team telling you about Tom's fuel situation?
Nothing. As we said many times, you know, the race is open, of course. I knew what tires he was on. I knew that he didn't stop for fuel. That's why he was in the lead. Because normally we were faster, you know, the whole race, the car was really good. I only was slow in the second restart, and I lost 2 positions.
How about today? It looked like pretty cruise mode.
Well, it was. You know, it was really bad luck for the 4 car because they were certainly even to us. I mean, Andy and Ron were touch and go there the whole time, and had we not pitted earlier than them, I don't know what happened to Andy. He lost a lot of time, but the yellow worked out great for us. So I mean, it's lucky number 3, man. This car's great. I'm looking forward to the day when I, don't have such a big lead and I can push a little bit harder. But I tell you what, it was hard work today, and Kelly and Andy did a great job, and Ron as always did a great job.
All right, mate, 3 for 3. Let's go down to Andrew.
Well, with me, BJ Zacharias. BJ, what a drive from you.
Oh man, it's just glad to be back here at Mid-Ohio. You know, this crew worked hard all week, chased the car a lot, and basically we just decided that we'd go for the race and, not really try and qualify the car.
What a day. What a day here at Mid-Ohio. So the victors are Corvette and Audi. The GT winner is Porsche. The 675's Jeff Bucknam's team, 13th overall.